so fucking precious when you smile.
We're just gonna start.
Alright guys, today on the Job Hour, we have a new guest. He's very excited to be here, or I'd like to think so. Jamie Fuentes.
I don't know what the show is, so...
Well, now that you're here, we review coffee. We discuss what we like about it or what we don't like about it.
Okay.
And that's about it.
That's just fairly simple.
And then after that, whatever comes to our mind, like, we can talk about anything we want. It doesn't even have to be coffee related.
Okay.
On this episode, we tried. We tried
the signs. There's fucking signs everywhere.
The cold brew
Starbucks draft. We're just gonna call it
draft cold brew.
Yeah.
with sweet cream. No, I spit everywhere too.
Nasty motherfucker.
So
Sweet cream just foaming at the mouth.
the thing I like about it is that it's actually it lives up to the title. Like if you've ever had like Guinness beer or whatever, the way it's made, you know, that's why they call it the draft. Is that it's actually really smooth, and it's even with the sweet cream, it's not really like sweet. It's still, I mean, a cold brew to begin with is bitter.
Yeah.
But
And it's like, one of the signs said velvety, which I always think it really sounds really stupid, but I kind of get it for this.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It's just very. You can't call it soft, but at least just, you know, like you said, just very smooth.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I don't really know the other word for it. Like,
Not frothy.
not even frothy. It's something else. I'm not good with words. Fuck it. It's good.
It's pretty good.
Well,
It's worth one try. I wouldn't really get this again, I don't think. I don't know how long they're going to be doing this particular coffee, but it's worth a shot just to try it and see if you like it. But
yeah, I really like it. Like,
Me
I
too.
think I'm gonna get it again. So I think I might add a little bit of caramel. I think that'd make it like perfect, honestly.
because it still has to be coffee first. Like, it's almost like teeter-tottering on coffee or beer, but obviously they can't put alcohol in the shit. But
Right, but it has like the texture of a Guinness.
Of a dark beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or from my knowledge, from what beers I've had, it tastes like that. Do you have any thoughts in specific, Jamie?
No, I mean, I would get it again. It's cool that, like, it's something like this that's, like, really easy to drink, but it's still very much coffee. Like, it looks pale, but the cream doesn't really kill it at all. It's still kind of bitter.
Yeah,
It's still strong coffee.
That's what I like about
It's just
it.
easier
exactly.
to drink. It's
it
much easier
definitely,
to sip.
like, the lid adds to it because they have, like, these specific lids
Oh, yeah.
made specifically for sipping. So,
Yeah, it's a good sipping drink.
Yeah. I wonder why they don't do that with others. Like,
Other coffees?
with
What other ones would
with
you do
cold
that
brew, they just had the standard, like, you put your straw through with the puncture hole or whatever you want to call it.
I guess it is to make it feel more like a brew, like a coffee. Because usually you don't drink beer through a small hole or through a straw.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Like, it has aesthetic. No, that sounds silly, but no, it really does. Like,
Oh, yeah, it has a look to it. I mean, you get it from a tap.
yeah,
Instead of, like from a
which is pretty
from a
red.
machine.
uh-oh.
Hey!
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
Now Jamie will be whipped off camera.
That's my bad.
Oh, shit.
It's not your bad, someone's just calling you.
Someone could call me right now and this video's over.
So this is
Part
called.
two.
Do you guys go a full hour?
No, but
Just until we're done, pretty much.
yeah, we've
I think
gone.
it'd be funny if you finished the review and then the video just goes on, just staring at you guys. Like, all
Okay.
right, thanks for
That's good.
coming on, and you guys just drive home, and the video doesn't end until it reaches the 1 hour mark.
You know, get
Oh
me taking a shit. I don't know. Something. Give me like watching TV. Nothing funny about it. Just literally watching TV.
American, or what was it? Turner American Classics.
Turner Classic Movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to think about that for a minute.
The only thing I see on in your living room is TCM.
and
Oh my God.
Fox News.
And Fox News
my,
sometimes.
my dad, TCM is actually really cool. That is probably my favorite like channel.
I think I just tuned in there one really late night and Cleopatra was on. I just started watching it.
How long is that? Like 4 hours?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I watched part of what's the dude? Lawrence of Arabia.
Oh,
That's where I
Oh,
first watched that.
Peter O'Toole. He was in Caligula. That's where I know him from.
Caligula is another American classic. That
Fun flick.
fun movie. It's weird. It's like people remember Lawrence of Arabia and
these movies that won big awards and
yeah,
everything.
all the like Spartacus and all this stuff. But
Oh, I
people
watched
don't remember
Spartacus.
Caligula. If you're a fan of like Spartacus and stuff, go watch Caligula.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's, if you really like that and stuff like
What's the one with the chariots?
Chariots of Fire.
Ben-Hur?
That's a.
If you're a fan of Ben
It's
Hur,
Ben-Hur, yeah.
watch
Yeah.
Caligula.
I was gonna say Chariots of Fire has nothing to do with chariots. That's a racing movie, like athletic movie, like cross
That's the one where they
cross
have.
track.
That's the one where they have the scene where he's like running on the beach or whatever, and the music's playing.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
like
use it in commercials for stupid shit.
there's like
Oh, yeah.
is it the composer Vangelis that did that fucking theme?
That
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Like dun 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 dun.
I know what Chariots of
Such
Fire
a
is, but
such a goofy theme, man. Soundtracks like that either like age really well,
or
it's
not
like-
at all.
Yeah, or it's just like now it sounds fucking goofy.
Oh my god.
I'll tell you one movie that has not aged well, but it's still a cult classic. Is, Rocky 4.
Is that the one where they?
Yeah, that's where that's
The
Ivan Drago.
Russians.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wait, okay. Which one? What's the second one?
That's the one. I can't tell you what the second one is. I think he fights Apollo Creed again. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
in the third one,
Because Apollo Creed's mad he lost the first time.
Oh, okay.
and then in the third one,
That's,
Apollo Creed teams up with Rocky to be Clubber Lang, played by not Ice-T, Mr. T.
Mr.
Oh,
T.
okay.
Fuck.
And then the fourth one is Ivan.
Ivan Drago, he kills Apollo Creed in that one.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I
Now,
haven't
is
even seen these movies. I just watch videos on
Now,
them.
is the fifth one the one where they just fight in the street?
I don't.
That's the one with his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one
And he
where-
like beats up the newscaster at the end. He's like, I want an actual fight. And
Yeah.
socks him right.
Rocky.
Rocky. The first one's like an American classic.
Oh yeah.
So was the second one too. I'd say the first two are like still considered, to be really good.
Mhm. Like,
3 is silly because Mr. T.
yeah,
Definitely.
he says something like, I'm gonna crucify you. Like, he literally says that. I remember watching the trailers.
Doesn't he say something like Mike Tyson-esque about his wife?
I think so. Yeah.
What
He tells Rocky like hand over your wife so she can know what a real man is like or something like that. Something
Ooh, that's
absurd,
bad.
like in front of the Rocky statue.
And that's probably where he like loses
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. He's like, oh, and then that's when he
Adrian.
agrees to fight. And then Adrian's like, no, don't fight. And Rocky's like, oh, we'll fight.
For you.
Yeah.
Go out there, Rocky.
And you know the end. You know he's gonna. Maybe they do all right.
Man,
Maybe they actually
imagine
have
if in the fourth one they pull a first Rocky and he loses. Like he doesn't even win the match.
Is that how the first one ends?
Yeah, he doesn't win. I mean, the match doesn't end, but he doesn't win. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Like that's
He doesn't
actually
win
really
against
cool.
Ivan Drago.
No. In the
No,
first
he
one.
wins against. He wins.
Yeah, he
against,
knocks him out.
Oh, okay.
What is the actor's name who plays Ivan Drago? I used to know it.
Dolph Lundgren.
yeah, Dolph Lundgren. That motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a
That
cool
guy-
dude.
Dude,
Him and JCVD.
the soundtrack to Rocky 4, which is like I think what this kind of derived on, is like soundtracks like it is catchy because you got like hearts on fire.
You have the high rising like.
I was about to say.
And then what else do you have? You have
Fucking, didn't Family Guy in their Star Wars parody, like for Empire, what was it? Something Dark Side. They did that, and they parodied Rocky 4, like the whole montage sequence with that song playing in the background.
I
And they
vaguely
have-
remember that.
They have Luke, like
I
Chris
think
from
I do.
Family Guy. Like they have Luke just training.
Don't they do the same thing for when Brian goes back to college and he's out like in the woods in the snow.
Yeah, he trains for that.
Or maybe it's that one.
Yeah, and Brian trains for it, and
He ends up failing it.
He's like, oh no, my exam's in 12 hours. Oh, we haven't studied at all. We've just been working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should study.
There's that one. No, I feel like they did it again, or maybe it was something different, like related to that.
Maybe it was just a different. Doesn't each Rocky movie have a montage, have a workout montage?
Oh, yeah,
you know
definitely.
they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
like-
Rocky.
It's so sad. The only one I've seen all the way through is the fourth one, and that is.
The
I need to actually see.
I
the
just
first
recently
film.
got the first one and watched it all the way through.
I mean, that's like it's supposed to be an American
But
classic.
before
it's pretty good. It's really good.
before then, the only one I had seen was Creed.
Creed is awesome.
Creed is really
Creed,
good.
honestly, Creed is my favorite of all the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
See, I thought it's one of those things where like it's funny because I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, this just looks like rinky-dink sequel.
Yeah.
Like because the way trailers portray movies is often probably not what the director wants at all. Like when I saw the trailer for Get Out, I was like, oh, this just looks like something like Annabelle 3 or something. And then.
Is nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah. He showed me the movie. Isaiah showed me the movie, and it was actually like one of the better newer horror movies I've seen. That and the Witch. Or
Though
the
I'll say that like Get Out, the trailer is like I think it's a really good trailer because it looks stupid and silly, but it doesn't. It kind of shows you all the plot points in order, but it doesn't tell you what the movie's about.
Oh, yeah.
So you see all the little moments, but you don't know how they connect.
Mm-hmm.
So then you watch the movie and you're surprised at what the actual plot is.
Yeah.
And then, like, by the end of it, you realize, oh, the trailer kind of showed me all of it, but I just didn't have the context.
I like when movies do that, but the only thing in the trailers that they didn't show that ended up being a deleted scene was like this shot when he's in the sunken place and there's that skeleton deer or whatever.
Oh yeah, and it shoots out at him.
Yeah, and then I see the deleted scene. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm glad they cut that out because it wasn't even fucking scary at all.
That would have been lame.
Yeah.
There was, I think it was maybe a teaser I saw, and not the trailer, which I know isn't really a fair judgment, but it looked like one of those things that's like, the movie, and it's like, you like that's just kind of like, oh. But the thing is, the thing I've come to realize is that I love when a movie, like, the trailer doesn't give you shit. And, even if it looks good or not, like, the movie has a completely different vibe than what you were expecting.
Yeah, apparently this past year? That, like, it was like a thing where people kept saying that either movie trailers showed too much or didn't tell you what it was about. Like, when It Comes at Night came out, people thought it was a horror movie because of the trailer.
What was that about?
It was just kind of more of a thriller, like a drama.
I saw the trailer for.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's on my list.
Same with Mother, where they made Mother look like a horror movie, and you watch Mother, and it's not a horror movie at all.
I don't really
I
understand.
consider it a horror movie, but just very artsy and psychological.
Me too. But that's because I'm like, well, this is my nightmare.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't realize because I was just walking through like vintage stock, whatever. I saw Rosemary's Baby, which they're actually wanting. It's like an optional movie to watch from one of my classes. I was like, oh,
man.
I've already fucking seen it, so there's no point. Even though
I love Rosemary's
Even though
Baby.
we were just me and Connor were just making fucking jokes about it and shit.
Yeah, but I think. Oh wow. Well, there's a tire iron down there. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By the way, we're in Jamie's van. Jamie is a giant van, like a soccer mom's dream.
Literally, here, I'll just pick
It's
up
a Sarah Palin 3000.
fucking. He literally, it's a church bus. Sarah Palin 3000 taking the.
That's what it is.
Yeah. But
Oh, man.
yeah, I didn't realize the the Mother poster, like where it's the house and then it's her face, that literally rips off Rosemary's Baby.
Well,
Yeah.
people were saying that it's less a reference to Rosemary's. It's an anime. I think it's the end of Evangelion, the movie poster,
Really?
which is a reference to Rosemary's Baby, but has like different details, and those different details are replicated in the Mother poster.
Really?
So I think Darren Aronofsky is just a weeb.
Yeah. No, he what was it?
Because everyone's coming out as an anime
Weeb, like a
fan.
weeaboo?
Because he ripped off
Yeah, Chase has been
He
going
ripped
on
off
about that.
Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue.
Yeah, for Requiem. Because they talked about in my
Requiem
anime
for
class.
Dream and Black Swan.
Yeah.
I've always,
So he's
I haven't
clearly
seen
an anime
Requiem.
fan.
I haven't seen Requiem
Oh,
for a Dream.
that movie fucked with me, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of those like, oh, this is a great movie. I only kind of want to watch once.
Yeah.
Up there, it's
I had no desire to see
Michelle
it.
said the same thing. Michelle said that movie like screwed with her so much. Like, she thinks it's a good movie, but she doesn't want to watch it again.
Oh, the ending goes straight to shit. You have no clue.
Like I could probably watch it again, but it is one like the end. It's just like a bummer of a movie.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really want to watch it again.
Once
Like-
you know what's gonna happen, it's like, damn.
Is
It's
it a bummer in the way of like it's a well-made bummer? Like, that's tragic, but it's well done, or is it like,
yeah.
No,
okay, I didn't know if
No, it's a
y'all
great.
meant like,
It's a
that
great.
was just a lame ending.
It's a great movie, but it's a great movie where no one comes out okay,
Mhm.
and you're watching it just unravel, and you're like, oh, damn it! Please let there be like an extra 10 minutes.
I have
It's
like
over.
I have the same emotions towards Mother because I'll see it in the store. I'm like, oh, I want to get it. And fuck that. No, I'll never want to see that movie again.
It's one like that.
Connor
I think
hates that movie.
I hope it's not like Dunkirk, where like I liked watching Dunkirk in the theater,
yeah, and
but I
then
don't think it would work in my house. Like watching it on a TV
That's how
with
I
my
felt.
speakers, I feel like the
'Cause-
effect wouldn't be there.
yeah, Best Buy literally had it for like $10. I'm like, oh, cool. I want to pick it up. And then I was like, wait, there wouldn't be a reason to pick that up.
No,
again.
the main point is watching it really huge
On
and so
IMAX.
it sounds like a bullet just flew by
And
your head
even-
because it hurts.
Even when I watched it on IMAX, like I was getting pissed off because the whole thing wasn't in IMAX. Like, Blade Runner 2049, that whole thing was in the IMAX.
And then
It was great.
Dunkirk wasn't.
Dunkirk wasn't. They kept
Well,
switching back and
switched
forth.
to 240p halfway through.
No,
It's the aspect ratio, you know?
Oh.
Christopher Nolan has been doing
Wait,
this
really?
since like The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Where like the opening the Joker scene, parts of that is filmed in IMAX.
yeah.
And then a lot of parts of Inception are in IMAX, and a lot of parts of Dark Knight Rises are in IMAX. Interstellar, a huge part of it is in IMAX.
And that makes sense.
So
like,
you keep going back and forth, and
when it was early, it made sense. Like, people aren't always the IMAX theaters weren't readily available to a lot of people.
yeah,
So switching it back and forth is sort of a gimmick. Like, okay, you see an IMAX, you get to see this scene in a certain way. When we're in this was in 2017. Why are you switching back and forth? Just film the whole thing on IMAX camera if you have access to it, and a big studio is giving you money. Clearly, you've shown that you are a profitable filmmaker. Why can you not shoot the whole thing in IMAX?
I guess it's just like it's really because I mean Christopher Nolan does like to do a bunch of practical stuff,
It's
so
true.
filming on film and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I think filming in IMAX on a beach in the ocean would just be too hard, maybe too expensive.
How big are
That's-
those cameras for the IMAX?
They're
Because
pretty big.
I
Huge.
didn't
Because
really
the
think
film
about
is
them.
really big too.
Mhm.
But that's why I'm excited for Avengers: Infinity War. That both parts are filmed entirely in IMAX,
That's good.
like the whole thing.
They bumped it up a
I bet
week
that's
early. Did you
hell.
see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
so
it's not
fucking
coming
hyped.
out in April.
I bet that's hell to film with it. If they're just
Oh,
these
dude, I
giant
bet. But that's
All right, do it again.
that's why I'm thinking
Everyone's
it's fine
sweating.
with them because they have all the money in the world and they're shooting more on like sets and like regular locations than out in a freezing ocean.
Yeah, definitely. There's not a lot of. They usually film at Pinewood for those movies.
And if not, they're like in New York where it's just flat concrete
Yeah.
everywhere. So
So I'm pretty sure the Tony Stark, Doctor Strange stuff. That's all filmed probably in New York or whatever.
yeah, I think so.
Jamie and Isaiah, from your experiences of what movies I've shown you, do you think I would like Black Panther?
No,
No, it's just not your type of movie.
it's not.
Like, I'll give it a chance. I've heard it's good.
I like
It's good.
It's I really wanted to see it a third time. I'm not even lying. Like,
I haven't been able to see it a second time, and I really want to.
Because people said it was like one of the best movies ever made.
Like, I feel like
oh fuck no, no.
it's not.
It's a good movie, but it's nowhere.
I'm with a bunch of the hype, but it's when people like the best MCU movie or like the best villain since the Joker. I'm like, nah.
People keep saying that, and I'm like, calm the fuck down. He's okay. Killmonger is not as good of a villain as Loki. I still think Loki's the best villain they had.
I like him better than Loki, but it's more because they let Loki live.
Mhm.
Like every time they killed him off, they would bring him back and be like, oh, surprise.
I think
Loki.
Loki's getting old, yeah, because they keep bringing him back.
But I think that's why people like him because he actually got time to get more screen time and more story and more interactions with everyone. So he automatically is better because he gets to stick around.
That's true, yeah.
Like for you, like did you watch Thor Ragnarok?
I'm buying that tomorrow.
I did not.
I am too.
That's a funny ass title though.
You would enjoy Thor Ragnarok.
That's a good, yeah.
Is that the one with the big chin guy?
What?
Where he just like decks that guy in the trailer and everyone's memeing about him? Who the hell is that?
Oh no!
Crimson Chin?
That's Infinity War. No, he's talking
Oh
about-
yeah, no, that's Thanos.
when
Yeah.
Thanos
That
big-
guy's chin makes me so mad. It's so bulbous. He looks so stupid.
No, that's
That's why I thought I looked like a fucking ball sack the whole
that's
time.
Thanos punching out Iron Man, which was my favorite part. I love. He puts his hands up like
Like, oh no!
like off and just out cold.
That's so
But no,
funny.
Thor Ragnarok is the one where they kidnap Thor and they throw him into a weird trash planet run by Jeff
no.
Goldblum, and they make him fight in gladiator battle.
You would-
Okay,
you
yeah,
would
y'all
like it-
told me about
You would
that.
like because you like that weird '80s cheesy, crazy.
Yeah.
Some
sort
of those,
stuff. That's in
Yeah, I
this
like
movie
Jeff
a lot.
Goldblum.
And the
Well, I've
score is
seen
by
him, yeah.
Mark Mothersbaugh.
Yeah, that's cool.
Some of the shots are like direct, like classic rock covers.
Oh yeah, they
heavy
use,
metal covers. And
They
stuff
use
like that.
"Immigrant Song"
Mhm.
twice in the movie, the beginning and the end, and both of them are like,
Badass
yeah, this
moments.
is exactly what Led Zeppelin was thinking.
Mhm.
Like it all looks
Yeah,
like
because-
painting, and it's Norse gods fighting creatures with lightning and magic and shit.
Okay, so that actually really fits.
So it fits perfectly.
Because Led Zeppelin always fucking wrote songs about like
Viking,
Lord of the Rings and
Yeah.
Vikings and stuff.
So it actually, it's pretty good,
Okay, well that actually sounds fitting.
and it's pretty funny.
Have you still not seen Guardians 2 yet?
No, I see Guardians.
Because I think I still say those two are my favorite out of the MCU. They're my
Or two of my favorite.
Yeah.
Like there's a video essay by Lindsay Ellis online where she talks about how she started crying after watching Guardians 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I wonder. And then you watch it, and it kind of made me like the movie even more.
I seriously felt it like watching Guardians 2. I was so close to crying. I'm not even joking.
I felt it afterwards because the first time watching it, I think I was like not used
People
to
are
it being
saying-
different from the first one because it is.
I see people saying like, those movies are really cheesy, and my thing is like, well, they're the only ones that actually have emotion, really, because like, I do think the other MCU movies try to replicate emotion. Like, I didn't buy things like in Age of Ultron when Black Widow and Hulk are supposed to be together. I'm like,
Well, Age of Ultron is just kind of a mess.
oh, it fucking sucks. I'm sorry. I like Ralph.
That's like I really like
Hulk
Age of Ultron,
smash.
but whenever anyone tells me I hate that movie, I'm like, I get it.
that one gif where you see that gif, right?
Where he
it's like-
smiles.
yeah, where he smiles and he just starts banging.
God, I
That's,
I
that
think
wouldn't
about-
happen like that. I'm sorry. No, he'd destroy her by that
oh
point.
no,
It'd be like that scene in Hancock.
Oh yeah,
Do you
those,
remember that?
the fucking.
I've never seen
underrated-
Hancock. Is it actually good?
Hancock is an underrated superhero
I think
movie.
it's underrated.
Mhm.
I think it's because like
I think of it
the
in.
third kind of fell apart. Like it's weird. There's too much stuff going on.
It
and
took
you're
itself
like,
too
wait, what?
seriously towards the third.
Yeah,
I like
with,
the.
with weird. It got weird towards the end of it and took itself too seriously for it.
Mhm.
But the rest of I think the beginning towards the second, third is pretty good. Like really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a scene where he drunkenly hooks up with someone near the beginning, and he just
It's only in the
throws
unrated
her
version.
through his like house,
Oh no.
and she's like, "What the fuck?" and like runs out.
And then I'm not even joking. He nuts, and it just goes.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
No.
it's PG-13, but then in the unrated version, they let that fly, and that was like, wow.
No, that
I
didn't
didn't get
happen.
it at first. I was like, what?
Yeah, because when I was little, I didn't get
What?
it.
Yeah,
I
and
watched
then
it
you
again,
get older, you're like, oh, fuck.
he
Which
busts-
movie?
Hancock.
Hancock, man.
Oh,
Will,
okay.
Will
I
Smith.
thought you were talking about Marvel, and I was like, "There's a nutting reference in Marvel."
There is though in the
There
first
is.
Guardians. He's like, if you took a black light to my ship or whatever, it looked like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Okay,
There's
I
a joke
remember.
of
They
that.
got away with that. That's the dirtiest joke I've seen in a Marvel movie. I'm not even kidding.
There's also
That
and
green
he
one.
references his dick again in the second one where he's like, she gets mad at him for
If-
like crashing because she's
She's like, maybe you should drive it with your brain instead of what's between your legs. He's like, if I drove with what's between my legs, we would have like
we would
made it
have get
safer.
out of there safely.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, the Guardians movies. I've only seen the first one. Sorry, the Guardian movie. In this case, I've only seen the first one. It was really good. That was
The
just
second
a
one-
good movie.
I think the second one you have to like
Have a higher IQ.
you have to have a different expectation because like the second Guardians really reminds me of Empire Strikes Back, as in
Yeah.
nothing really happens and all the characters just kind of stay in one place.
That's why I hate people talking about Last Jedi. Like, oh, nothing really happens.
Like,
the Empire's the same thing.
But you can't bring up that it's the same thing as Empire, because then people will be like, oh, so he's just doing Empire again, not doing anything original. Because Star Wars fans are just the worst fucking
There
people.
are chances he takes. He's telling the same story kind of as Empire, because obviously Rey going off to train.
And Jedi, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, the second Star Wars movie of a 3-movie series, the end of the second movie feels like the ending of the series.
It's true, yeah.
So at the end of it, it's like, oh shit, well, what else can you do?
See, my thing...
People complain about it, but I like it, because now it's like, well...
Is it Star Wars we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, now you gotta have to do something different.
That's the thing with Last Jedi, though. Like, after that movie ended, I was like, I'm not okay with this. I don't really want to see the third one, because I don't know what they can do.
I was like, if this just kind of ends where it's like, because like the good guys are usually the rebellion, and at the end of this movie, it's like 10 of them left.
Yeah, they wipe them all out pretty much, because they're. My thing is, why didn't you just have everyone on one whole ship and like you just take all the fuel from the other 2 ships and put it in one, and then just fucking get out of there?
Oh, because they were tracking them, remember? So if they used a little amount of fuel to leave, they would follow them immediately, and then they'd be out of fuel.
Yeah, that's right. I just hate people blaming Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson has his own trilogy now. It's like, well, now he can do whatever he wants, and you guys don't complain about shit because it doesn't have Luke in it, and doesn't have all these characters you fucking care about.
It's also one of those things where it's like he's made such weird but unique and like well-made movies that to say that Last Jedi is a bad movie is like, no, it's just really different.
See, the only
you might not like it personally, and I get it, not liking it, but that doesn't make it bad at all.
No, it's well made. Everything about it is well made on a technical level. I won't even lie, like, you know, there are times where the story can be a mess, but the other Star Wars movies have messes in them. Like, yeah, Empire.
None of them are perfect at all.
Yeah, Empire. People complain about the Canto, like the casino stuff in Last Jedi, but in Empire, all that Han and the rest of them are doing is just trying to get away from the Empire the whole time, and that's literally what happens. Fuck you. And that's what.
Wait. No, I was popping my wrist.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing like,
No.
Just to the camera, like, can you believe this? No. Sorry, I misread it. But I mean, like, they're trying to get away from the Empire just the same as like.
Yeah, and the second one, Luke goes to a swamp.
Yeah.
And he doesn't leave. And the second one, they're just like driving. Yeah. They're just driving the whole time until they go to Cloud City for like 10 minutes, and then they get captured.
Yeah. I mean, he takes chances in some respects, like the stuff with Rey and Luke. I mean, that's right out of Return of the Jedi.
But it's like so much like, instead of Yoda being like, oh, I'm going to teach you the way of the Jedi, it's Luke going like, man, fuck the Jedi, fuck off, leave. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Leave.
Which is more interesting than anything like in the other movies, I feel like, and especially with Yoda, like, she doesn't need those fucking books, and then, yeah, I mean, he ends up giving them back, but still, he's like, she doesn't need anything that she doesn't already know.
Yeah.
And that's interesting to me, like, the whole
Yoda pretty much is like, Luke, you can't teach her because you suck at teaching.
That's also...
Like, just let it go, let her be her own person, it's fine. You know what, I'm going to burn your house down to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. It's also, like, kind of a FU to the prequels again, because what were all the prequels about? Like, trading younglings and...
Oh, yeah, prophecies and all this shit.
Yeah, and all
and
that
Yoda
bullshit.
going like, nah, we were wrong. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Very questionable CG additions.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry.
I like I'll say
well, I
this.
guess, yeah.
That scene with Yoda is my favorite in the movie because at least it's a fucking puppet, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's weird because at first I thought it was CG because it looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
And your eyes have to get used to like, oh, no, that's an actual fucking puppet.
Yeah.
It looks good. The puppet looks really good.
Puppet's good.
The only thing I know about the prequels is the dreaded... No. It wasn't even the prequels. Didn't they add fucking the Jedi Rock scene where, like, it's like a soul scene?
Oh,
Max
fuck!
My friend and I...
Return of the Jedi.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
That is the worst change.
It sucks because, like, they make a point where, like, they're singing at the camera.
It's like, wah! Like the fucking
like,
lip.
Yeah, like it goes into the apparently the cockroach looking motherfucker. Apparently that guy was based on the singer Joe Cocker.
Yeah.
And they just show his like uvula and there's all spit. And you're like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah,
God
it's exactly
damn.
George Lucas is that.
It looks like there's only really like 2 auditions to Return of the Jedi. That one, which is awful, and then when they go to the Starlight Pit,
and it's like, brrr, and
Yeah, they give it like a beak, like, because at first the Starbuck pit is just a hole with teeth in the ground. So you imagine, oh, the whole thing's like underground. But then in the special editions, they make it like a little thing. So
yeah, like a CG
I actually
thing.
know what you're talking
My
about.
thing is,
too.
So it makes no sense. Like, you just keep it a mouth.
I think the best way, like Disney now own Fox now, so they're able, if they want to. That's why I'm holding off on buying the original trilogy on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, you can go back. Disney has two options. They can either go back and give us the original editions.
They haven't yet?
They still
Nope.
haven't.
Yeah, I think in like 2004, you could buy the untouched regular editions on DVD.
But it was like a laser disc. It was a laser disc.
They're laser disc transfer, so it's widescreen, but the sides are cut off.
Yeah, like
So when you put it on
Fox
TV,
They fucked
it's
you.
black with a square in the center.
Yeah.
God,
Some,
that sucks.
Some fucked up shit.
I have the VHS copies. Like I found them at Goodwill for $5.
Oh yeah, the original ones.
Yeah,
untouched.
Like the color coded.
completely.
The color-coded letters. One's
Yeah.
purple, one's
kinda
green,
like-
one's red.
That's kind of like.
Oh no, not those ones. It was a fucking. It's like a whole box set that came out in like 94, 92
Oh,
or
okay.
something. It was really good. Like the covers of the original posters and shit.
Oh, nice.
I'll have to bring them over. Like if you're gonna watch those movies, we have to watch it like that.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I'd be up for
And
that.
they're still like, it's not like the special editions are, like Disney can fix it because there's some stuff in the New Hope.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff they added that you can't even tell. Just literally like having an army of stormtroopers instead of having like 5 dudes in a corner.
Yeah, I
Sort
understand.
of shit, and you're like, all right, all of this stuff works.
Like aesthetically, I
like cleaning
understand.
up all the lasers and stuff.
I understand certain choices aesthetically. So Disney has like two choices, and I think they should do both. They should have an option, because this is what people have been saying. Just have an option where
Yeah.
we can watch the original version and the special edition. They should be side to side.
What I'm thinking Disney will do, because Disney started doing this with their animated stuff when they release them on Blu-ray,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna make a fuck ton of money.
Oh yeah.
Just sell it. Don't even sell them individually. Just sell them as a box set,
Mhm.
where each one comes with special edition and not special edition. So the original, but you
Yeah.
can only buy them together in a box set for a limited time before it goes to a Disney vault. And I bet you that shit would sell out immediately.
Okay.
And that's the only way they would do it.
Yeah.
But it's like they did it, and you can get it.
because I was fucking. I posted on my Snapchat. I was like, dude, why is Disney still doing the Disney Vault thing?
It's so dumb.
What
Like,
is
it's not
that?
worth it anymore.
It's when you know those commercials where they're like, okay, for a limited time only, buy this movie or it goes back in the vault. That's literally still happening. Where they'll fucking sell. Like I was gonna buy Lion King very recently, and I was just curious. Like, do they still do the Disney Vault thing? They fucking do.
Yeah.
So if you do not buy Lion King right now, here soon, it'll go back in the vault, and you have to wait like another 7 or 8 years to buy it.
It's like they'll like Snow White.
It sounds like an ultimatum.
Yeah, it's like Snow White the Diamond Edition. So it's on Blu-ray. It's a beautiful transfer, a crap ton of bonus features, a DVD, all this amazing stuff, and it's only gonna be out for 5 months. And once it's gone, it's out of print, and you can't buy it anymore.
So it becomes like
It's like
a collector's item.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you have to resell it for hundreds of dollars.
That's
Oh,
why.
eBay's full of bastards.
Pinocchio, I'm surprised hasn't gone back into the vault yet. It's been like 2 years.
No, it is because you can look on Wikipedia. They have a list of all the movies that are in there, and
No, but it's still like on Amazon available to buy.
really,
Yeah,
X-rated
really.
version's gone for quite a bit.
So now I'm like, I need to get this quick because I love Pinocchio,
Yeah.
and I don't want this shit to go back because it's like, now that we have the internet and pirating is such an issue, why on earth would you make it part of your business plan to not let people have something? 'Cause
Exactly, you're just asking
now
for
it's
it.
just pirating, yeah.
And then you know you have places like Vintage Stock and FYE, and I know GameStop sometimes sells. Who's gonna go to GameStop for movies? But
I don't know
They-
that movies.
they do,
Yeah, they do.
But they sell they sell that stuff either secondhand or they have it. So I mean, I don't understand.
The best is like when someplace has something that is out of print
Mhm.
and is really expensive, but they don't change the price. Like it's still, you have to pay full retail price.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, they must not know what it costs online.
Or they just kept
Like,
it the same, didn't remark it or whatever.
Chase.
Mm.
We were talking about Michel Gondry, how he directed all the music videos and stuff. Him and Spike Jonze, and I was telling him about
Oh, okay.
there was a set of DVDs that they self-produced that had all of their music videos on it for Daft Punk and
Yeah, he got 'em, right?
Chemical Brothers. Yeah, it was it's super expensive online because it's out of print, and he found it at a vintage stock for like $5, and
Fuck.
he bought it, and then the dude checked online and realized that he sold it for like 5 times lower than what he could have sold it.
Right. I
And
actually
Chase was like, "Nah, fuck you. You sold it to me for $5, and now he has this really good quality out of print DVD,
yeah,
Damn.
there's been because
which I really wanted one, and Nah, I can't find
Who's-
a good copy.
I was gonna. Criterion has like fucking
The Beastie Boys.
Beastie
anthology.
Boys, all their music videos as like a whole compilation. That's pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Wish they
And
do
they
that
have,
more
and they have
often.
commentaries by all the directors, so Spike Jonze, Michelle Gondry, Chris
Mhm.
Cunningham, other dudes like yeah.
The idea, and I've experienced the exact same thing, like where Vintage Stock or FYE, they have a bunch of used stuff. So you'll find like out of print stuff there all the time for a good price. There was this one movie, now there's like a Blu-ray edition. They've remastered it thanks to, I think, Shout Factory, but it's called The Gate. And it's just really...
Oh, the one with the hole in the ground?
Yeah, and these little
Things that come out the
stop
sequel?
motion monsters come out. It's a cute little horror movie.
The one with the little boy, right?
Yeah.
What's up with you and calling movies cute? Because you were doing that when we went to CDR that one day. He's talking about like a
cute
fucking
movie.
entity. He's like, it's a cute little movie. I watched that movie. That was fucked up. That whole movie was fucked up.
Okay, I don't think I called that cute.
You
Fritz
call
has a-
something
no.
cute.
Fritz has a soft spot for cute things, so if it's a horribly gross and like super like women are getting naked and rape and blood and guts everywhere, but if like the little monster is like a little foam puppet that talks like this, he's
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
it's cute.
Yeah, I have a very strange sense of...
Fucking
Yeah.
Gremlins. You probably think that's like fucking
It is-
Bambi or something.
Yeah, it is at moments. But anywho, The Gate, there was there's this old company called Elite Entertainment. They might be branched off into something now. Anywho, they had an out of print DVD of The Gate that I really wanted. I found a copy at FYE for like $10, and I was like, that's a great deal.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
also had those old Anchor Bay tins,
FYE,
which are like collector's gold. Because at Anchor Bay, great company, they put out literally metal tins of these movies, special editions with like the soundtrack as a bonus thing and a booklet and like little posters and stuff.
Oh yeah.
They're like collector's items. I've seen the one for Hellraiser, which that one isn't as rare, but like...
don't they sell it
it's-
as like the book? The tin is like the book of blood or whatever.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I know that it comes with Hellraiser 1 and 2 and like a booklet and then other stuff. Anywho, that was like selling for $20 at Vintage Stock and FYE.
Nice.
And I was like, they don't know what they have. Like that thing could go for at least 50 or 100, you know.
That's always good with those. Like FYE is like really annoying because all their used stuff, and even new stuff, is like still too pricey. Like
Yeah.
it is a little too expensive. But if
Yeah.
they have something that is worth a lot, it's a lot cheaper than what it's normally worth.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what I'm really waiting for?
What?
I'm waiting for Ash vs. the Evil Dead to be over.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like it, but it's like I'm waiting for it to be over.
So you can buy the whole thing.
Yeah,
Fuck,
so we
the
can.
new season just... I didn't even realize
Uh-huh.
that. The new season just came out.
Same with Atlanta. I forgot
Yeah,
it
no,
came
I
out.
already watched the first episode.
But I want them to make like in like 20 years or something. They make the Necronomicon that has all the Evil Dead shit in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking cool.
Because Ash vs. Evil Dead owns by Stars, right? And
Mhm.
Stars is the what Anchor Bay used to be.
And
Or
they
is
own the first
division
two,
of-
don't they?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
almost positive Stars.
But
Now
is.
they do, and then
Army
they-
of Darkness is Universal, though. That's
Yeah.
the only problem.
Yeah, I think Anchor Bay or Stars did put out a new version of Army of Darkness, but I could be wrong.
I think like the rights have like worked like before they couldn't touch it, like they couldn't do anything with it.
Child's Play was like that. First
Yeah.
movie's owned by MGM, and then all the others were like 20th Century Fox or
No,
who was it?
Universal.
Yeah, Universal, because they had a
First one
box
was
set.
but they don't have the first one.
Yeah, it
Now
was
there's-
just 2, 3, and 4,
Yeah.
and whatever else, and people are like,
Now they've fixed it. Now it's they've got box sets for 1 through are we up to 7.
They have it at like
Something
Walmart or
like
whatever.
that.
I always
Yeah.
see it.
What is it? 3, 4, 5.
I've
6?
only-
Yeah, we're up to 7.
I never even
Yeah.
watched like the first few. I only watched like Bride and Seed of Chucky.
Those
the, the first one's a well-made.
They're so corny.
Uns-
First one
settling.
is corny, but there's parts of it that like they creep me out. Like
Yeah.
or like in the second one, where he's in detention and Chucky kills his teacher and locks him in the
With
room
the
him,
ruler.
with the ruler, and you're just like, oh fuck, this is I don't like this.
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
I remember
Third one's kind of lame.
the third one is like the one where he goes to like military camp. Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
military school or whatever.
And
That's
they're like,
fucking
he's
weird.
convincing that one little black kid. He's like, hey man, do shit for me. And the kid's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah.
the
Just
hell?
like the Rocky movies, like I haven't seen them, but I'm familiar with all the plots. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like okay.
Bride, I like a lot more now.
Yeah.
I still can't really get with
Seed of Chucky just
I don't really like it.
that wasn't really good. Bride was okay though.
The Netflix one, the first one, the one when they're in the house.
Yeah, I saw that one.
What's it called? Curse of Chucky.
Curse of Chucky, and then
That's a pretty good one.
they have a Cult of Chucky now.
About that.
I never saw it.
It just came out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it? Oh, I wonder if that's good. I haven't heard anyone really talk about the
Me
last
neither.
one.
I
Yeah.
want to watch Bride of Chucky again because I've seen parts of it. I know John Waters gets killed in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, when I first saw it, when I was younger, and I really just didn't get it.
Oh.
Watching it now, it's like, oh shit, all right, this is dope.
Well, when I was
Those
a kid,
are when
like,
it gets more campy.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
put it on
like-
purpose, and I wasn't ready for it, I guess. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is lame.
I know, like when I was younger, Chucky was one of those things that like freaked me out. So like
Oh,
once
wow,
I
yeah.
Yeah,
once I
same
watched
here.
Bride of Chucky, I was like, okay, he's just fucking funny. He's like Freddy
Yeah.
Krueger. That's it.
Yeah, it becomes a novelty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my girlfriend because she still hates him. Like she's like, no, I don't like him. I'm like, he's really
That's-
not that scary.
That's kind of what happened with me with Freddy versus Jason. Like the first Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees movie I ever saw was Freddy versus Jason. So I thought they just existed in this one movie, and I'm like, oh, this is neat.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a joke, like a parody of like slasher movies, because I didn't know they were real slasher movies.
Yeah.
And then I went, backwards to watch all their movies individually.
I really.
Yeah.
You agree with me on this? Like the third Nightmare on Elm Street is really good.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Dream Warriors.
Yeah,
It's-
hell yeah.
It's
I think if you're gonna remake it, you need to do it like that.
Yeah. That third one is really good.
like because it's so creative.
Yeah,
It's
and
really
it's
sad,
still not
too.
over the top yet. Like how later they would like have huge sets with giant special effects. And
Yeah,
stuff.
like Dream Master is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I do like that one.
Isn't the one where he takes the girl and he like smashes her head into the TV and like
No,
she's-
no,
No,
that's the third one.
That's the third
Welcome
one.
to prime time.
That's when
bitch.
shit was
Yeah.
still simple. It was like you're just in your living room and all of a sudden some crazy looking shit came through your window and killed you.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then the fourth one's like you've got different characters, and he's killing off an entire high school. And
Yeah.
it's like new characters. Although the third one was too, because you still had the
The second one is really bad, but it's also really fucking gay.
yeah.
yeah, it is because it's like the
it's like this is holy shit. This is really gay.
I mean, because it's like it's the one dude and he's getting possessed by Freddy,
Yeah.
and it's that same neighborhood. It's like he's just picking up another target
Yeah.
because the Heather
And then
girl.
halfway through the movie, he comes out into the real world and starts just killing people. Like at
That's just
at a
crazy.
pool
He just
party,
broke
and you're
the
like-
fucking rule.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is happening? I thought this is
Yeah,
how
he
this
goes,
works.
"You're all my children now," and he just like
Which is really creepy. Like, I never got like you never get over the fact that Freddy Krueger was supposed to be a child molester,
Yeah.
because they don't say it in the original series, but like the more it keeps going on, you're like, nah, this
Nah,
is
he
really
is.
fucked up.
yeah.
And then once you get to New Nightmare, it's like really
New Nightmare's a
Everything's-
really good one too.
everything's really fucking phallic.
Yeah. Well, I think I haven't watched it in a while.
Oh man, it's good. There's a
New Nightmare breaks the fourth wall, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
it's about Freddy Krueger being fake and taking over.
Yeah,
And they changed the design for him. Like he looks a
he
little
looks
more fleshy.
so good.
Yeah.
He looks fucking.
That's a good
scary.
redesign. And then you get to the fucking remake.
Oh, and he looks. They get.
He looks like absolute shit.
He looks like
Even though they got a good actor for him.
Yeah, he
that
played-
One dude looks fucking. That
got-
one dude is scary by himself without being burned.
Yeah, true. Like that's the guy that played Rorschach, right?
Yeah, Rorschach.
Yeah.
there was a. He looks like he actually looked the new Freddy Krueger in that Michael Bay remake. Actually looks
I
like
forgot
some.
that wasn't Michael Bay remake.
Yeah.
He actually looks like somebody that got mauled by a chimpanzee, not someone that
Yeah,
got burned.
because the way they designed his skin, they designed it to look like an actual burn victim. Like, they made it actually realistic, but they did it in CG.
Yeah.
So it looks.
Why didn't
Well,
you
it
just
looks
do
like
it
it's
practical?
floating. If
Yeah.
they did it practical, he would have looked fucking
Didn't
disturbing.
fucking James Rolfe say it looked like they put
melted cheese
on his
and that's
face?
what it looks like.
Yeah, it just
Or it's
doesn't
like,
look
man,
good.
that looks like a burn victim.
That was the first
Didn't
Nightmare
see it.
movie I saw, and I was like, "This is a piece of shit." I hope the rest of the
That
movies aren't
was-
like this.
I knew about it. And the trailer freaked me out because the trailer like sells it so fucking good.
Because don't they tell more about like his actual backstory? Because in the
Yeah.
first one you don't see any memories or anything.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just hear
But
about
the beginning of the new one is like Freddy Krueger. What was it?
He was indefinitely a child molester.
He was definitely
Yeah.
a child molester.
and everyone like goes around like a lynch mob and they like
They
throw like
kill him, yeah.
like
It's like the original movie, but I mean, it makes more sense why they would try to kill him because, well, in the first one, isn't he just like a child murderer or something like that?
yeah,
It-
and it may be
yeah.
implied that he was a
a
molester.
molester, but like they couldn't say it out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was always like everyone who was involved. It's like no, he's a child molester. There's a reason he like.
And killer.
And
So I'll
so-
give the remake credit for like making him seem more sinister in that way.
Yeah.
Same with the Halloween remake. I think it's cool that they gave him like the backstory, but the way Rob Zombie directs is so.
Ugh. See, I kind of hate that they made it like he was bullied and he had a bad parent. Like
Yeah.
if they just showed that whole part of him as a little kid, but made him a disturbing little kid. Like, not that, like, oh, because of his upbringing, he started killing animals. If they just made him a normal kid who, for some reason, liked killing animals.
And then people picked on him because he kills animals.
Because that was the original idea, right? That
Well,
he was just naturally evil. Like, no one even
he was a normal kid and
him.
then did evil shit.
Yeah, kind of like
no
Jeffrey
reason.
Dahmer or something.
Yeah. So if they made the movie, if they made him normal, if they made him normal, and then just like, it's like a normal family, you know, everything's going fine, he gets picked on a little bit, but it's fine. Cut to him murdering a squirrel in the woods for fun. It would have been a lot more effective than like his parents being abusive and him being bullied all the time.
Yeah. Speaking
and then
of,
the second one is just fucking bizarre.
I've heard about the second, like,
It's so weird.
the second remake of Halloween. Yeah,
I
man.
need to go soon, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't there a fucking like a recent Leatherface movie?
Yeah, there's
it was gonna come
there's
out to
so many
theaters,
that I
and then
can't keep.
it went straight to Netflix
I
or
can't keep
straight to
track of it.
DVD.
Oh god.
Apparently, it wasn't good.
Oh.
I want to see one about Jason's childhood, even though it's not necessary at all.
I don't really want to. It would just be sad because his backstory is that he was a deformed kid that was picked on all the time.
Yeah.
I don't
And
want to see
then
it.
he just got fucking drowned. Or
And he
because
drowned,
it counts
and then
it.
he came back as like an evil spirit.
They're doing a remake of that one too, huh? Another remake.
They've been trying to do another Friday the 13th since 2009 because this next one
before
would
that too, they were trying to.
This next one would be the 13th movie, and they can't get it done.
Why? What's the problem?
The rights keep kind of moving back and forth
Between New Line and Paramount.
And all of those transitions, and then people would gone on board, and then it would take forever to get production done, so then it would get stopped, and it would
don't
come
want
back.
Fucking Michael Bay's hands on it anymore. Because clearly, when he remakes horror movies, they don't fucking work.
I will say
company
this.
gives them to like people he thinks would be good, which means people that would probably like give Blumhouse Friday the 13th.
Yeah. For real.
Blumhouse will give you $50, no more, no less, and they'll be like, make your movie. If you can't make it for $50, then you can't have it.
Blumhouse is such a mixed bag because they have like fucking Get Out, and I'll even put in like the fucking
Is Conjuring Blumhouse, right?
Conjuring is yeah. Conjuring movies are good. I don't know why people don't like the second one.
They did Blumhouse did Whiplash.
They did do Whiplash, yeah. They actually there's a lot of things they have their hands on. And,
but there's a lot of shit too.
Yeah, like I don't like the fucking Insidious movies. The Insidious movies suck ass.
They have all the Insidious movies. They did Unfriended.
I've heard the
Annabelle,
first Insidious was good though.
I actually watched Annabelle Creation.
Annabelle.
The second one, I heard it was good.
I heard it was good, and I watched it. I was like, this is like good by these spin-off movie standards. Like, it's good, way more better than it needed to be. But
same with Ouija.
Yeah.
The first one sucked, and the second one was like, oh my god, the second one's kind of awesome.
Like, what's up with them and like, you know,
It's Michael Bay, right?
No, that's Blumhouse.
Blumhouse.
Okay. His first one looked lame as shit.
The first one was lame as shit. The second one that takes place in the 70s, it's like, hey, you know all the 70 horror movies that people love? Let's just like do all of them at once. And put a Ouija board in it too, I guess.
Didn't they do fucking... Am I imagining? No, I think Fox did Oculus. Which I
No, I think Blumhouse did Oculus too.
Did they really?
The one with the mirror, right?
Well, Fox definitely like released it, but usually Blumhouse does their stuff with Universal, I think.
Oh, yeah, good point. Oh, never mind. Maybe not then.
That's weird then.
I do need to go though, sorry.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Before we go, what would you give this coffee out of 10?
8.
8? No, I'd say about 8 too.
I'm at 8.
Okay.
It's good.
It's good stuff.
It is good. It is good. I just for my personal preference, I'd add like a little bit of caramel or something.
Yeah.
You can make it really good. Real saucy.
Okay, bye.
Hit it from the back and drive you wild.